Happening today, protesting a former police officer. The group OKC Artists for Justice rallied outside the Oklahoma County Courthouse demanding justice as Daniel Holtzclaw, the man accused of sexually assaulting women while on duty, sat in court. Their chant so loud at times they could be heard inside the courtroom.
That's when a judge turned to the jurors with a message. Fox 25's Tom George was in the court and has his directions. Tom.
I'm standing here on the second floor outside the courtroom where Daniel Holtzclaw is on trial, and this morning as one of the women accusing him took the stand, the chants from protesters coming from outside were so loud we could hear them from all the way up here.
36 counts! We want life!
It was a simple message. Black women matter.
Our mothers!
Dozens lined up to support the 13 women accusing former Oklahoma City police officer Daniel Holtzclaw.
It is a blatant abuse of authority, and what it does is send fear through the community that doesn't have to be there.
A message taken right to the steps of the courthouse, some holding signs supporting the women, others showing some of the DNA and GPS evidence they believe proves Holtzclaw is guilty. Also joining the protests was City Councilman John Pettis, who says he's been following the trial closely and says he's happy the city acted quickly to both fire Holtzclaw and refuse to pay his legal fees.
We are working every single day to build that trust back up. And I think one of the things that to build that trust back up was to go after a bad cop.
It was a message the jury and Holtzclaw were forced to hear, the chants echoing all the way up to the second floor, so loud that the judge had to stop and remind the jury not to let it impact their decision. Meanwhile, inside the courtroom, a fifth accuser took the stand. She said Officer Holtzclaw stopped her as she was walking along the street and cuffed her while he ran her for warrants. She says he fondled her breast while taking off the cuffs. The defense brought up the fact that she's a convicted felon and is in fact in jail right now, and questioned whether her plea deals were lowered in order to testify, something she denies. It's why protesters say it was so important to be there for her.
He went after vulnerable women. He went after the women that he knew, even if they did speak up, people would go, we don't really believe you.
Now, court's just wrapping up for the day. The prosecution will bring in more witnesses again tomorrow, but this will be a short week as the jurors will have off Thursday and Friday. At the courthouse, Tom George, Fox 25 News.
New at 5, Cody Delano has been convicted of first-degree murder. You might remember Fox 25 telling you about this case earlier this year. Delano was found guilty of shooting 14-year-old Relena Rhodes at a party in Moore. Witnesses say Delano got into